First of all, thank you for the opportunity. I'm glad to hear. For the first question is, what is the role of cookie in data collection? Give example. So cookie is something which stores the user information, and the role of the cookie in data collection is very important because it keeps track of all the user information and also user interactivity on the website. And then after it also keep tracks of user preferences, whether the user is liking the content or not, or whether the user is not liking it. And then after analyzing all the details of the user, it will suggest you and give you the content whichever the user is liking, whichever the liking, and as it will throw the all the contents as per the user preferences. So the example is, suppose I'm a user and I just logged into the Flipkart account. So on that time, Flipkart will throw the cookie to my website, and it keep tracks of all the information, means all the interactivity on the website. And it will analyze my interactivity on the things which are liking the most or which are not liking. And as per my liking and not liking the contents, it will throw the contents as per my preferences. So the second question is, what is the difference between session and user? So there is a difference between session and users. Session is something, means, which has a time frame, and it has a time frame and means when the user is when the user is in the website, the session will create it, and that is the thing. And the users is something, means user is who is interacting on the website, that is the user. And so that is the user. So example is, suppose I'm the user and I have just reached the which I love the most, the website, and I have reached that. So on that time the session will create it, and the user is on that time, the user is by me myself. So that is the second question. And the third question is, how Google Analytics distinguishes between new and returning user. Give an example. Basically, how Google Analytics works is that Google, means when the user is logged in, means when the user reaches the website, the Google Analytics basically search for the cookie. And on that time, the when the means when the cookie will be not presented in there, it will automatically create one cookie and throw to the user on the website on that time. And then after on that time then after it will throw the cookie to the user, and it will referred as a new cookie, means new user. And the thing is, another thing is, returning user. So when the Google Analytics search for the cookie, and if the cookie is present on the website, and on that time on present on the website, on that time it will referred as a returning user. And means if there is cookie, and it will automatically refer to the new returning user. So for the example, if I have just reached to the website, and on that website there is a Google Analytics, and on that time Google Analytics search for the cookie. And on if that time the cookie is not present, then automatically the Google Analytics throw the cookie and create one cookie and referred as a new user. And for the returning user is when the Google Analytics search for the cookie, and if there is a cookie, and suppose I'm using that website, and I have reached there after a few times, after one time, and after a few time. And then after reaching that website, Google Analytics search for the cookie, and on that cookie, uh, If there is a cookie, it will referred as a returning user. So that's the second question. And the third question is, okay, that's the third question. And the fourth question is, if you go to the site that has been implemented with Google Analytics at the same time from Google Chrome and Internet Explorer, you will be count as a single user or a two separate user. Well, on this time, the it will count as two separate user, because on the Internet Explorer there will be there will be one session which is created when the user is on that website, on the browser. And on the second browser, Internet Explorer, on that time there will be also one session will be created as well as on that Internet Explorer. So it will there will be the two separate user, so separate session. So and will be also the two separate user. And that's the thing. And the fifth question is, what is the session? Please explain clearly with an example. Session is something which has a time frame, and when the user is log in, the session will be created, and it will create from 1 minute to 4 hours as per the developer set time. And the developer can set the sessions when the sessions will expire. And there are three terms when the session will expire. The first term is inactivity. Inactivity is something means when the user is not doing anything on the website, and on that time means approximately user is not doing anything on the website approximately for the 30 minutes. On that time the session will expire. And the second one is when the user is using the website at the midnight. Suppose the user is in 11:58 something at the midnight, the user is using the website. And on that time after having little time on the website, if the time reaches to 12, there will be the new day. And on that time the session will be expired, because the new day comes and the new session will also be created. So that's the thing. And that's all from my side. And thank you for the time.